Hi Pisces, Pisces placements. Welcome to Pisces Tarot and Advice and welcome to your daily reading. Hope you're doing well. We're going to have a look and see what's going on for you. At the time you find this video, do keep in mind this could be past, present, future energies and events. Take what resonates as resonates for you, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. Check out any other reading on the channel that stands out to you. You could have messages there. If you want to take advantage of the special currently running on private readings, all the information is in the description box below. I think I'm getting the last one done and out today, so there's that. All right, let's see. Pisces placements. What do they need to know at this time? Okay. Your weekly reading is out, Pisces. Members, you've got your extended. Okay, this is the Tarot del Toro deck. I have the mini version of this as well, but I thought I'd use the full size for you. Okay, bottom of the deck we have the Five of Pentacles as the overall energy, and it's not the best. It can be just pessimism, feeling down and out, feeling left out or left behind. For those of you, this could be some sort of loss or a fear of a loss. You could just be on a very strict budget. Something could not have gone in your favor, or maybe that's the fear. Okay, the Five of Pentacles is often a perspective kind of card. Okay, current situation with the Ten of Pentacles. All right, so the Ten of Pentacles is it's contentment, wish fulfillment in a material level, on the material level and emotional level. This could be home and family matters, money coming in, payday, mortgage loan coming through, house or property sale or purchase going through. This could be, it can be some sort of new job, but it's usually a culmination. So maybe it's your first paycheck or something like that if it's a new job. Could talk about long-term commitments as well. Marriage, family matters. The challenge, we have the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands talks about recognition, things that are public. Could also talk about a bit of pride. It's winning some sort of contest or competition. Okay. Standing out. On the mind, we have the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So this could be someone you're dealing with, or you could be in the mindset of, you know, go-getter, driven, I'm going to make stuff happen, not taking no for an answer. This could talk about entrepreneurship for some of you. Could talk about wanting to climb the ladder for others. Again, it's very independent, standing out type of energy. Trendsetter. In the foundation, we have the Hierophant. All right, I see what this is. So the Hierophant is Taurus energy, but it talks about rules, tradition, old ways of doing things, or old-fashioned ways of doing things. Things you have to conform to, government legislation, company policy, even if it's outdated, even if it doesn't apply, even if, you know, something's been superseded, it's still in place and you still have to take mind of it, okay? In the recent past, we have the Fool. So again, you see, whenever you have the Fool with the Hierophant in a reading, it talks about opposing forces, and it could talk about clashes. Because the Fool is very much, I'll do things my own way, I'll invent things, I'll make things up as I go. Very much his own rules, or not a lot of rules to begin with. You know, it's like, I don't know enough to have rules, I'm just trying stuff. See what happens. I feel like I should go this way, right? If people ask them, it's like, well, why are you going that way? What's your plan? Where's the map? Where's, you know, and they're like, I just feel like it. Whereas again, the Hierophant is very much, this is how you do things, and it's something external that is imposed, where you just have to conform and follow along, okay? And the Fool is very much the trailblazer. The Fool is like, yeah, I'm going to do things my own way because your way doesn't really make sense to me, doesn't work for me. In the outcome, we have the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is all about your instinct, your intuition, hidden knowledge, secrets, confidentiality, private information. So there's something here where someone's not necessarily breaking the rules, just not following them. And the challenge is something being public, and in the outcome you have something that is private, okay? So it feels like doing things your own way and not really letting people know that you're doing things your own way, that you're not following process, that you're not following the schedule, because there's a fear of loss. But if things go well for you as expected, there's huge gain. And then even if after the fact someone tells you, well, you didn't follow process, with the Ten of Pentacles in your pocket, you're going, yeah, I didn't follow process, but look, I made more money for us than if I had followed the process. So then you've got some leverage, you know what I mean? All right. For those of you, you could be pressured into doing what's expected of you, or stuff like, doing what everyone else in the family is doing what your family expects you to do. Traditional occupation, traditional approach to life. And with the Fool, I don't know if you're planning some sort of exit or if you're working on your own thing. And once that comes through, you can tell whoever the Hierophant represents for you that you're not going to do it and you've got something else lined up or something better lined up. This could also be for some of you. Let me see if I can straighten this just a touch. This could also be for some of you where you're trying to prove a point to someone. So it's almost like if you started your own business and they told you that, you shouldn't do that, you should just do what you're expected to do, get a traditional job, get a regular job, and you're like, no, I'm going to start my own business, I'm going to do my own thing. It's almost like you're saying, I really want to get this big contract, I really want to land this big client, so that when I do go back, because maybe there's some sort of family reunion, I have something to show for, and I can say, look, I definitely made the right decision in starting my own business. It's something along those lines. All right, so let's see. Let's get more information here. Yeah, however that applies, because for some of you this is about love life, where maybe you're dating someone outside of your culture, dating someone very unusual, or they have the unusual job title, and your family has opinions or something like that, and it's like trying to pursue the relationship because that's who you want, and maybe keep it private from your family until you have a solid footing to stand on, and you're like, yeah, I've been seeing them. And then when they start to bring up their judgments or their preconceived ideas, you're going, well, we've been seeing each other for months and it's been great. So what you're saying doesn't apply. Something along those lines. Okay. 10 of Pentacles in the current situation. We have the Page of Wands. So news, communication, a message, phone call, something you see online. A younger fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. For those of you, it just represents the lesser energy of the King of Wands, where you've just started something, taking a chance on it, and you're in the process of learning, gathering information with the goal of getting to the mastery level with the King of Wands. In the challenge, we have the Hangman with the Six of Wands. There's some sort of time pressure. There's some sort of expectation hanging over your head. Or you're waiting for something. I don't know if you're waiting for someone to shift their focus. This just feels like, what this feels like on a day-to-day level. This like, what, I'm at work, but I got my own stuff to deal with today, maybe more than usual. Maybe normally I wouldn't do this, but at this time I have to focus on my stuff. I got to get this stuff done today. It's personal matters. So when the manager comes in and walks through, you just switch your focus and you do some work. When they leave, turn their back or whatever, you're like, okay, let me go back to what I was doing. That could just be what this is, okay? King of Wands. We have the King of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. All right, so again, this could be some sort of clash. When you have two kings, it could talk about ego. It could talk about pride. A bit of a clash. I don't know if someone is doing the traditional thing and kind of makes what you're doing obvious, as in you're not doing the traditional thing. There's some sort of comparison here, so I don't know if family is comparing two siblings and they're going, why can't you do what your sibling is doing? They're doing what they're expected to do. They're doing what they were brought up to do, what they went to school for, whatever. Why are you different? Why are you not doing this? Something like that. The Hierophant in the Foundation, we have the Chariot. And the Chariot is, once again, very independent energy. You don't tell the Chariot what to do. Cancer energy. Yeah, so in the Foundation, it could be this Cancer person in your life or in your family or at work. that's trying to impose something on you, or trying to make sure you do what they tell you. For some of you, you could be dealing with that kind of situation where it's like, you do this because I said so. It could be, I don't know if it's family or parent or a manager or even a spouse, I don't know, but it's like, you have to do this because I say so. And to you, that makes no sense. For those of you, you could be dealing with, I don't know, someone who's kind of really focused and driven to show that they follow process, to show that they comply, to show that, they should be picked for something because they're following all the rules and the policies. And I don't know if they're using you as an example of what not to do. I do this, Pisces doesn't. I follow this, Pisces doesn't. So therefore I deserve to get it, not Pisces. What the hell? The Fool in the recent past. Death card. Wow. Yeah, so Pisces, you've had enough of something and you gave yourself a fresh start somewhere else. You broke some sort of pattern. You broke some sort of cycle with the Death card. This is huge. Some sort of long-standing tradition, long-standing process, policy, law. And I just feel like, people have an issue with it and they're trying to get the old way reinstated. And for you, maybe that's why you're in the place of, I need to gather evidence that the new way works. Okay? Because otherwise they're going to go back to the old way. Okay. So the High Priestess in the outcome. We have Temperance. A lot of major arcanas. Sagittarius energy. The Moon. More major arcana. Cancer energy again. There's an important meeting that you're keeping secret. Yeah, Two of Swords. Preparing for Ten of Wands. Preparing for a difficult conversation with the Devil. Yeah. I don't know if someone gave you a chance and said, Pisces, I give you free reign. Take this, do with it what you will, and you really wanted to try something different, a new process, a new policy, a new software, whatever. And you're coming up to some sort of review, to some sort of, okay, Pisces, let's sit down and see what your results are. We gave you this opportunity for you to do what you wanted. What are your results? And you're expecting this to be quite challenging. There's an important meeting that you're having, trying to gather proof, trying to gather evidence, trying to land a client, land a big contract before this meeting. Knight of Swords. Yeah, there's rushing here. There's a time limit. There's pressure. Three of Cups because of some sort of meeting in the world. Yeah, for you to show your results. So this could be some sort of performance review. This could be some sort of audit. This could be a family meeting and you went and did your own thing and not what the family told you to do. And it's like, okay, I got to have something to show for. That's the pressure. Under the Five of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, Eight of Swords. You've got something on your mind that's a client, a customer, an agreement, a new partnership, or trying to get a bank loan or trying to get a business loan. And that's what you're solely focused on with the Eight of Swords. Okay, before Four of Swords, Three of Swords, before this meeting, so that you can have something to show for it and receive positive reviews. Otherwise, something's going to get cut, something's going to get axed. You're going to have to go back to the old way. Strength, you're going to have to conform, keep your mouth shut, do what they tell you. Six of Cups with the Knight of Wands, yeah. And the Seven of Wands. You really fought for this and got the chance to do things your own way, or to try this on your terms, or however this resonates for you. And it's coming up to review time. It's coming up to show your work, show your results. How did this work for you? And I feel like you're under a bit of a deadline, okay? Let's see. Will it work out for Pisces? Knight of Pentacles. I feel like it will. You may have to stall a little bit, though. Five of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. You may have to stall. King of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune. The Two of Wands. You may have to stall, Pisces. I feel like if you can reschedule the date to buy yourself more time, um, because you are going to get the contract. We have the King and Queen of Pentacles. You are going to get the contract. You are going to get the partnership, okay, with that Two of Cups. You are going to get the thing that you're trying to get to then have something to show for, right? But it's just going to move very slowly, or more slowly than what you need to be ready for this meeting. So if you can stall, if you can postpone, um, and if not, if you can say, listen, this is what I'm working on. This is a plan. I actually have a meeting scheduled. I actually have an interview scheduled. I actually have this scheduled. If I could have a few more days and we can do a follow-up, then I can really show you what I've been doing, right? Page of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, the Emperor. Yeah, I just feel like if you can stall and get the thing before the meeting, great. It's going to go very well for you. If you cannot stall and you have to have the meeting and you don't have this, I don't know what it is, you're going to have to tell me, right? This thing that you're focused on getting before the meeting, if you don't have it before the meeting, then show them what you've been working on, show them what you have, and then show them that you've got things scheduled, you've got things booked, and it's like a few days off. It's not like give me another year, right? It's like, no, I just need a few more days to have this meeting, to have this session, and then I can show you, I'll get the contract, I'll get the client, I'll get the money, I'll get, this going. Or, I'll have my results by then and I can show you, right? If it's something that, you changed your line of study or something like that and you just sat your exams and they're going, okay, so how'd you do? And you're like, well, I just took the exams, I'm waiting for the results. It'll be another few days. And then I can show you that, I definitely made the right decision. And then I have all these other options and a plan for this and a plan for that. So it looks like you're just going to have to stall or kind of lay it all out for them and go, listen, I just need a few more days, but this is the plan. This is when we have the meeting. And after the meeting, this is the plan. Okay. And I feel like it can work out for you. Okay. But if you just give up because you're saying, I'm not going to have it in time for the meeting, that's it, I'm effed. If you just give up, yes, you are going to lose this. I'm not going to lie to you. Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups. And you are going to be asked to go back to whatever someone else is telling you to do and conform to what they're saying. If you can, again, King of Wands, step up, be the entrepreneur, be the negotiator, be the confident person in the room that says, yes, fair enough, I don't have these results today. However, this is what I do have. I have this plan. I have these other results that have led to this. So I can show the development. I can show the progress I've made, culminating in this. And then for this, I just need a couple more days. And then I can show you full results. And then and just speak with confidence. And they're going to allow you the time. Okay? So Pisces, let me know what this is. I hope the reading helps, okay? I hope it helps prepare you to tackle this in the right mindset with the right approach. At the minute, it's in your hands, okay? With the Wheel of Fortune, it can go either way. It depends what you do with it. So if you throw your hands up and you go, yeah, I don't have it, or if they come back to you and say, well, Pisces, if you don't have your results, what's the point of this meeting? You go, you know what? I've got things to show you. I've got things to tell you. There is a point to the meeting. We should have the meeting. I want the meeting. Kind of situation, like fight for your fight in your corner a little bit. So whatever it is for you, where you're going off script, you've gone against the norm, you've taken a chance, you've been given the free rein to trial something, to show them what you can do. I don't know what it is. For some of you, it will be work related, what you do for a living, how you make your money, what you're studying. For others of you, it will be the choices you're making in your love life, because again, it's something that is unheard of in your family, okay, or something like that, or in your community, or in your faith, or whatever. So you tell me what this is, okay? All right. On a day-to-day level, there can be some sort of clash or butting heads. And I'm seeing fire and water, and it's like oil and vinegar. Just two people that just don't mix. It's personalities clashing today. So it could be you and someone else, or you could be noticing this, observing this, maybe asked to take sides. I wouldn't take sides. It's not going to go well for you. Just stay out of it, because they're not intending to back down, either of them. So for others of you here, there could be some sort of I don't know if it's an argument in family or if it's some sort of someone going through a loss or someone feeling down, depressed. So maybe check in on a family member at this time. With the High Priestess there, this is something that you've kind of been thinking about and kind of been worried about or kind of been wondering, I wonder if they're okay. Or maybe you've had a dream about them recently, okay? Make the time today. It's important for you to reach out to this person and just hear them out or have a conversation. I feel like they're going through something very challenging that they're not opening up about. And even if they don't talk about it, but just you kind of engaging with them and shifting their focus a little bit and maybe lifting their spirits is really going to make a difference to them. I'm seeing things going through being final or so house sale, house purchase is being completed or the move is actually happening at this time for some of you or you're planning the move. Um, Something could be postponed, delayed. There could be changes to schedule at this time. Try to roll with the punches with this energy. I do see, don't wait. I see don't wait. So if for example, you've made up your mind that you want to do something and you've contacted a friend or family member, someone you trust to ask their opinion, I feel like they're not going to get back to you right away or they've got a lot going on themselves or they might not even see your message and there's a time limit to this thing that you want to do. This is telling you don't wait for their opinion, don't wait for their input, trust yourself and just get going with it is what I'm seeing here. For some of you, I'm seeing you working with jars. So I don't know if you're putting things in jars, washing jars, candle jars, or pickles. I don't know. Or maybe someone's going to break a glass or a jar with this energy. For some, you could be traveling to see family or family's traveling to see you. This may be planned or it may not be planned. So just be aware of that. I do see there could be some sort of argument or conflict or fight that breaks out in your neighborhood, in your community. I don't know, someone could be calling the police or you're calling the police or calling security with this energy as well. Someone could be pushing back on a law, a rule, legislation with this energy. It could be you. Or if you're asking someone to do something a certain way, they could be pushing back and not cooperating with this energy. You could be in some sort of stalemate with someone. You may have to get a higher authority involved, whoever that may be, to break the stalemate. There could be delays with travel or being stuck in traffic. Or for some of you, this could be a flat tire or something that restricts the speed that you can go at. So again, plan ahead. There may be delays to schedule. In terms of signs you could be dealing with, there's a lot of people in these cards. We have Scorpio, we have Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Capricorn, Sagittarius. Could be relevant. Yeah, I just feel like you're not going to lose your money. You're not going to lose your funding. You're not going to lose your opportunity. You're not going to lose what it is that you've been working so hard towards. But again, you're just either going to have to stall if you can. And if not, just be open, honest, transparent, put it all on the table and speak with confidence as if you know it's coming, because it is. It just needs a couple more days. And then just show them your progress up until that point so they can see that you're not just talking out of your behind, right? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing. Someone could be asking you to use take a different approach to something, use different software that you're not familiar with, do things their way, and it may lead to discomfort or tension. So it's someone asking you for help, but then controlling how you help them. And it's like, well, do you want me to help or do you not want me to help? Because what you're saying over there doesn't make sense to me. It takes longer. It may, I can help this way, right? So you might have to be very clear in terms of this is how I can help you. If that doesn't work for you, then I don't want to waste your time. Go find someone else who can help you the way you want to be helped. So that kind of conversation could be happening at this time as well. And you could be dealing with just a very stubborn, unyielding person at this time. They want what they want, the way they want it, when they want it, a bit immature, a bit overbearing, whoever they may be in your life. And I'm just seeing you exiting a situation, exiting a friendship, just taking your hands off a situation. With the Hangman is like, you know what, call me. Either call me when you're sober, or call me when you've calmed down, or call me when you can have a conversation, and just you're just leaving. And that will diffuse the situation, or at least it'll keep you out of it. Okay, so Pisces, there you go. That's what I'm saying. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.